Hey, everybody, and happy Labor Day to those folks in the United States. As part of my long Labor Day weekend, I decided to go and pay a visit to our good friend Nicole Sauce of Living Free in Tennessee and check out what's been going on the old farmstead. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into that. Not sure if you know this or not, but there's actually another great website for videos that doesn't deal with a lot of the censorship that you deal with on YouTube. If you're interested, and as a favor to me, please go over to odyssey.com and subscribe to my channel there as well. You'll find the link in the description below. Thanks. Nobody's gonna stand in my way. Give it up, son, I'm doing this my way. Nothing like being greeted with a big old smile when you get to somebody's place. Hi, Cece. So I walked in and interrupted Nicole getting started with some seasonal canning, getting all that done before the end of the fall time frames. And as most of you know, nothing ever goes to waste on the homestead. There's Lady Pig getting fed what was left over from the canning. She seemed to really like those tomatoes, but let me tell you, that grain or her normal feed is what she really loves. Happy as a pig in mud, I guess. And there's the other boy, separated a little bit, enjoying what's left over of a few dinners as well. And they've both been working really hard at getting that pond situated. Bottom looks to be sealed pretty good now. It's starting to hold a fair amount of water. So one of the reasons I went over was to visit the new sheep and livestock guardian dogs. So that's Miles, and this is Max here, the big white guy. They were doing their best to stay cool on what was a really hot and humid afternoon. So in moving the sheep, the first step was to get all of their gear up to the top of the hill they're currently working at eating the vegetation down on. So here's your friendly local redneck putting up a little shelter so the sheep have somewhere to go to in case there's inclement weather or they just need to get out of the sun totally. I was actually looking forward to helping Tactical with some of this stuff, but since he has such a good handle on this in his own system, it was probably more advantageous to just let him do his thing. And there's Tactical with our friendly local sheep herd. I kicking myself because I didn't get some video, but following this, Tactical utilized a trick with some food in a bucket making sounds and got the alpha sheep to kind of follow him up the hill. While he was walking up the hill, I set the strands in place for this smaller fencing area that puts them up in the northern side of that pasture and locks them in. Quick tip from Tactical was that when you put these posts in, you always put them in at an angle and never loop the electrical cable because that can cause binding and cause unnecessary splits. So here is what the northern pasture looked like pre-sheep. And this was one of the pieces of southern pasture that they finished up last week, and Tactical went through with a weed whacker and cut down some of the larger pieces that they didn't like, but they cleaned it up pretty well. I hope you all enjoyed that little quick tour through the Holler Homestead. Have a great week, everybody.